Assalamualaikum and good greetings. So today I'll be watching a video by Andrei Jikh titled Revealing My Real Home Tour in Las Vegas. So basically this is a follow-up to the April Fool video of home tour, which he shows like a luxurious home which is not his, but this will be his own home. Let's watch.
All right, come on in. Welcome to MTV Cribs. This is the casa. So there's nothing here right now, and the house is fully built. It's completed, even though it kind of looks like it's in the process. This is the style. It's kind of New York loft, very open. And let me show you just the kitchen first. So this is the massive kitchen island. It is huge, although I'm not in love with it because whatever this is, I'm not a fan of that granite. So I'm gonna replace this. But over here we have
So entering the house straight away, the kitchen island. That is interesting.
the TV. It's the 10-inch flat screen. I'm really proud of this one. Massive, really flat.
I love it. I love this TV.
This is the security system. There's like 6 or 7 cameras. Came with the house. Cool. And this is the rest of the kitchen. So just for size scales, you can see how small I look in this kitchen. It's huge. So I don't know, not much more to say. It's pretty empty. But this island right here is going to be extended a little bit, maybe a foot. And I'm going to replace all the cabinetry here because these are glossy cabinets. I like them. I like the hardware, but they're glossy, and I'm going to redo the whole kitchen island. I'm going to put white Calcutta marble slab material in the whole kitchen, and here it's going to be, I think it's chef's block. It's like a brown bamboo material. It's cool because it brings the outside in, and it's going to look super cool. And then this whole island, I'm going to reshape into a 90-degree island with the waterfall feature. I love that thing. It's like a waterfall quartz or white marble. It looks super cool. And then the cabinets are going to be a little bit darker, maybe dark blue or maybe black. Nice contrast. All right, so let's move on in. This is the garage, but there's nothing to see here. It's a 2-car garage. The house itself, by the way, is 4,300 square feet. So it's a huge, huge house. So
I wonder what is the software that or video editing software that he used, because this is like a normal template that he used when he talked about financial as well. So I think it's a template. It's good if I have something like this.
let me show you the rest of the living room. Oh, this is super cool. This is a giant mirror. Just so you can see size-wise comparison. This is me and this is the mirror. This is from Restoration Hardware. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it here. That's cool. I love this wall. This is one of my favorite things about the house. It just looks super cool. It looks like the outside's coming in. And this is my favorite part of the house, is the windows right here. It's super, super open. And couch goes here. And this is a projector screen that's going to be put here. It's actually, I'm not going to put a screen, but you can see the projector is up there. And this has a 5-speaker surround sound Bose stereo system, which crazy, cost like $5,000, but it came with the house. So that's super cool. And besides that, this whole thing right here, the fire pit with this wall, I'm going to remove this entire thing. I'm going to remove this thing right here, which is a closet. So all of this is going to go, and instead I'm going to put right here a 3-way glass, and this is going to be a wine room. So it's like a see-through wine feature. It's going to be super, super cool. And if you come on in right here, here is our 2 bedrooms on the side. They're flanked by the bathroom in the center. So I'll show you this room first. This is going to be a guest room or maybe a podcast recording room. I'm not sure. This TV, it's old, but it came with the house, so I'm going to probably keep it. And yeah, it's not a huge room, but what's super cool about this room is this right here. I don't know if you could see it on video, but it's a recording sound room. So I guess I could just go in here and record some B-roll. It's kind of creepy, but it blocks out all the noise. It's super cool. So I'm going to leave that here and use it for I don't know what. And
That is a bizarre placement. That's like a soundproof room, right?
out here is the bathroom, nothing special. This is a shared bathroom between these 2 rooms, and this is the other room where my roommate, Angelo, I've known him since I was 5 years old. He's going to be here, and it's a nice room. Put whatever you want. And besides that, let's move on forward. I'm not a realtor, so this is always awkward. Like, oh, let's go.
I always wonder how does it work with, because like him and the others, right, that you do YouTube with the help of a friend that normally record the video, and normally they live in the house to make it the process easier, and the house becomes an office. But what happen if that friend have a relationship? Is it possible?
What do I do? Oh, one of the coolest features, by the way, about this house is these windows. Every single window, by the way, in this house comes with these electronic shutters. So watch this.
Activate barn door protocol.
All right, so that's super cool, but they break all the time and they're really expensive, so that kind of sucks. But let's go upstairs. I love these railings. I thought about changing them, but I think they look pretty cool as they are. So let's come upstairs.
This house, the theme likes a factory theme, right? Because the ceiling, the staircase.
Look at these light fixtures. They look like, what's the style? Anyway. All right. So here is the rest of the house, but not quite. There's actually 3 floors. This is the second story, and this is the main living room, which I love, but I also hate at the same time, because if you come with me, this couch, by the way, came with the place. I'm probably getting rid of it. That right there, super cool skylight. I can't turn that off, but it's just, you know, the sun is illuminating the rest of the house. But what's cool about this room, it's very open, but it's not very private. So I don't want to just put my bed here and sleep here because I just feel very weird about that. Besides, you're gonna hear everything, which is weird. And so I'm gonna block this room out, and I'm gonna put what's called a cradle style door divider, which I'll throw on the screen right now. It's kind of like a New York loft slash like London-esque kind of iron wall with all glass pane windows. It's gonna look super cool. And this carpet's gonna be replaced with wooden planks. It's not gonna be wood, it's gonna be the laminate material. It's like a high-end 9-inch wide laminate plank material. It's gonna look super cool. And out here, we have a little patio, nothing special. This entire bathroom right here looks like this, and I'm gonna change a lot about it. It looks super cool. I want this fireplace gone, it does not belong here. And here we have the tub.
So this house is a very open theme, right? Because meaning that you go upstairs and straight away is the bedroom. Meaning if someone is sleeping there, you can straight away see. And then from there is open bathroom. You can straight away see someone in the bathtub. Interesting.
And here we have the his and hers on the opposite side, and this is the shower. And it's cool because it also has a skylight, which is pretty cool. And I'm gonna redo this whole entire thing. So I'll show you what I'm gonna do. So these cabinets are gonna be replaced. This entire backsplash for this entire bathroom is gonna be changed to the same material that's gonna be in the kitchen, which is the white Calcutta, right in the back. Then this whole wall is gonna be torn down, and I'm gonna put a glass panel enclosure, put the tub inside the glass, sitting on a bed of lake rocks, like those smooth little gray rocks. It's gonna look super duper cool. And then if you come through, you will see.
What are you doing in my house?
Just kidding. No, it's Tyus. He's actually helping me film this. He's got a YouTube channel. We just thought it was funny. But this is the coolest part. Look at this. Closet. It's the size of my bedroom right now. It's crazy. That's what it is. One of my favorite features about this is it has on both sides. I've never seen this before. I don't know about you, but check this out. One of the pullouts is this little laundry basket, which you can just throw your laundry in, take it out, and then, you know, do your thing. And it has one on the other side, which I've never seen before. This side is a laundry room. So there's actually 2 laundry rooms, one in the garage and one here. Crazy, this AC uses these giant filters, which you can't buy at regular Walmarts. You have to order them online. They're really, really thick. All right, so let me now show you my favorite part of the house, which is actually the dungeon. No, it's the basement. Let's go see it. All right, so now we're back on the main living room floor, and now let's go downstairs. All right, so this is the basement. This is a shuffleboard that came with the house. This thing is not cheap. It's super echoey here, by the way, so I apologize. These 2 chairs are gonna go inside my studio. This whole wall is gonna be plastered with super cool art. This pool table came with the house, which I think I did the favor to the owner, because getting this thing out of here would probably cost way more than just leaving it here. So this is the basement. This is gonna be kind of like the playroom, the fun arcade room. So check this out. I haven't shown you where I'm actually gonna film my YouTube videos, but that's for strategic reason, because, come with me. This is gonna look super cool. Open sesame. All right, this is the secret room where my YouTube studio is going to be. So this is what it looks like. It's pretty big. Yeah, so on this side is going to be set 1, and on the opposite side is going to be set 2. And here in the center, I'm going to put those 2 chairs that you saw out there with some art behind here and a super cool chandelier, so that way I can have guests over and maybe record podcasts. And those are the 2 sides of the recording studio. And this also came with a broken slot machine in case I get the urge, because I live in Vegas. It's broken, it doesn't work. This thing right here, I'm going to get rid of because it was some dude's dungeon. I don't know what that was about, so let's just move forward along. And all right, now let me show you the backyard. All right, so follow me up the stairs. This is the backyard. So it's not a huge backyard, but this is the sitting area, the common area. I'm gonna move these pieces of furniture upstairs to the other patio that's literally above me. And then here we have this interesting water feature that looks like this. Yeah, I don't know why that's there. This is the more interesting part right here. I thought it was a spa, but it's like a foot deep. So this little grotto right here, I thought, oh, it has a little bar inside of there. But it don't. It's empty and totally useless. I'm not sure why this is here. So this whole entire thing, this whole entire feature, I'm completely getting rid of. This whole entire backyard is gonna be gutted. The only thing I'm leaving are the trees, because I think those are beautiful. That's the backyard. I'm gonna make it look nice. I don't really know exactly what I'm gonna do to it, but there's a lot of potential. It's a nice sized backyard. It's not massive, but it's manageable.
You know, I'm not making this up. True story. Back in 2014, I was looking at that specific house. Not the same community, not the same plan. No, that specific house. I was making $50,000 a year for my last job, and that house was obviously worth a lot less back then, but I could not afford it still. And I was telling myself, you know, Andre, if you just sold all of your dividend portfolio and all of your stocks, you'd be able to put a down payment large enough to get an approval from the banks to get a loan that's big enough to actually buy the house. But I also knew that if I did that, I would be house poor. I would have nothing else other than the house and the obligation, and I would be stuck at my situation for the next 30 years, and I would never be able to quit my job. And I would also lose all the leverage I had to negotiate with my boss a higher salary, because then he would know that I had a financial responsibility and that I was stuck, and I would have to accept my current situation. No, maybe your boss is not that ruthless or strategic, but mine was. It's one of the perks of working for a small business where everyone knows everything about everyone. So I never bought the place. Someone else did. And now, 7 years later, that house is mine. So let's talk some numbers. They say never talk about politics, money, or religion, so let's talk about how much this house cost me, because these Bible-thumping Democrats are raising taxes on me. No, I'm just kidding. That's a joke. Please don't kill me. The grand total, and I'd love to have you comment down below and just guess how much you think that house is worth. All right, pause the video and welcome back. Okay, so the grand total, the amount that I paid for it was $735,000, which was $5,000 over the asking price cash money, which I realize is not the smartest decision. It's not the best thing. I don't want to pay cash, but I had to for reasons I'll explain. But when I told this to my friends, they're like, cash, congrats, high five. You're never gonna know what it's like to have a mortgage payment. But that's not a good idea, because now 100% of my equity is tied up in real estate. At least in this case, it's kind of a lot of money. It's not a little bit. And I would have rather put down 20% or $147,000 and kept the other 80% or $588,000 in my bank account. Because then that's cash that I could have buffered to use for taxes, which is very important, or I could have used it to invest in the stock market or buy Bitcoin with. There's a lot of opportunity cost there for paying cash that also, if the house is worth less in the future and I want to cash out refi to then withdraw something like 80% to then invest into something else, if that house is worth less 2 years from now, well then guess what? I would only be able to take out what the house is worth then, not what I paid for it. So that's the other unfortunate thing. Now, ideally that doesn't happen because obviously real estate should increase with time, but obviously 2008 proved everybody wrong. So now let me explain exactly why it's generally not a good idea to pay cash and why I did it anyway. It was a cash offer because number one, I don't have 2 years worth of stable income. Because remember, I didn't make my YouTube channel until January of 2019, and I didn't fully incorporate into an LLC until the middle of 2020. So technically, I wouldn't even be eligible for a loan until the middle of 2022, which I'm super happy about, because if I did get a loan, I would have got way more house than I needed. I would have bought that house from Blue Heron, because let's face it, that house is like over $5 million, and who needs $5 million worth of house? I want it, but I certainly don't need it. So for now, I'm super happy with 4,300 square feet, which is plenty big enough for me, and I could hire a live-in editor if I need to and still have space, which I definitely need to, and I think over time it'll definitely increase in value, especially because it's just 7 minutes away from the Strip, it's centrally located, 5 minutes away from the Raider Stadium, which is this new stadium that Vegas is building, so I'm super excited about it, and I just really got lucky because also this is $170 per square foot, which is an incredibly good deal. In Vegas, anything that's $200 a square foot or less means that you're generally getting a good deal. It's just a general rule of thumb, it doesn't apply for everything. Some houses, especially in Henderson or Summerlin, where all the Californian people are moving to, especially if it's a single-story home, that's gonna ask and command a premium for. But for now, I'm super happy, especially because I got so lucky on my timing, because March, the following month after I bought it, the whole Las Vegas market inventory just dried up. There's nothing for sale anymore in the resale market. I mean, there is, but it's so low that all the prices have skyrocketed, and all the new home builders have started increasing 10% on all their prices, and people are bidding over the asking price 5 to 10%, and they're all offering cash. It's crazy what's going on. So I'm super happy with the house and everything that happened the way that it did. Thank you so much for making this happen. I seriously could not be here without you watching my silly YouTube videos. So thank you for joining me on this journey. Hopefully you continue watching this financial journey from beginning to wherever it's going to take us. And in the meantime, love you. Thank you so much again. I will see you back here on Monday and Friday, sometimes a Wednesday. Don't forget to grab up to $250 worth of free Bitcoin using this BlockFi link right here. BlockFi.
Okay, that's the end of the video basically. Yeah, so I always, I feel it is beneficial for me to follow this kind of people on YouTube, because you can see the trajectory, and meaning how they were when they started, and then over time, certainly for these few people it just skyrocketed. And in another video maybe I would actually comment on why I have a certain hope and vision as well in a similar aspect, but we'll keep that for another video. Anyway, we'll wrap up it for this video now. I'm not sure whether anyone would be watching anyway, but we'll have to say thank you for watching. See you next time.